Good morning, friends, and welcome to my glorious mess, as I'm calling it. Even though it's been about 3 weeks since we've moved, I just have not had the time to seriously get this stuff organized. So this is kind of like the junk room right now. It's the remainder of the stuff that has no place yet, or it's that random storage stuff or stuff for the future. Oh my goodness, there's so much stuff. I'm still working on downsizing and it's going to take a while. But one of the things that I knew was a high priority when we were moving and through this moving process was creating a home inventory. So if you have renter's insurance or home insurance, or even just for your own personal records, it's super important to have a inventory of what you own so that you know what you own and how much you paid for it and what it's worth and how to replace it, all that kind of stuff. So this is something that I have known about for years. We've had renter's insurance for many years, but never really, besides kind of a general estimate, I never sat down to actually photograph and document our stuff because it's a really long and tedious process. It's not fun. So since we were moving, I was like, okay, I'm going through all of our stuff. I am going to document everything. I'm going to make this nice and neat. I did a bunch of research and there were a lot of suggested softwares that are out of date, that no longer exist because, well, there's apps now. There were some good apps recommended. There were some that are okay. There's a lot of stuff out there. You can either just document it in like a spreadsheet, a Word file, and put your own pictures in there, or you can actually use like an app or a program to help you. I chose to start by documenting with Encircle. I'll leave some information here. This is not sponsored by them. I am just enjoying using the app myself. There are people that say, well, maybe you shouldn't do that with your inventory of your stuff on like the cloud. I don't know that I will keep the app. I may delete it after I get the stuff in and everything, and just document it for our own personal use. I don't know. I don't know too much about all of that back-end stuff. They do say that they use like bank quality technology, but then, even stuff happens with that. So that is just what I'm using to get the information in and like take copies of receipts and take pictures and all of that stuff. And then going forward, I don't know what I'll do for actual storage, but I am trying to go through and analyze, in my poor little analytical brain, room by room, what we own, what's the big stuff, what's the valuable stuff. We don't have a lot of stuff of value, so just saying that right now. But what we have, where it came from, if we know, if we have the receipt, what its value is, and just kind of organize things. And it has really been helpful. It's taking a lot of time, but it's been very helpful for me to kind of know what we own and what I have, and really dig deep. And that's part of my downsizing process. I'm still looking and saying, you know what? Maybe I don't need 10 of these, or maybe I don't need all of this stuff, or maybe, you know what, if this were to get destroyed, I wouldn't care. And so maybe those things don't even need to be documented. But if you want to get started with your home inventory, here's what you need to do. You need to first clean up an area. So take a small room, closet, whatever. You're going to take some pictures of the room as it is. You're going to have that as just kind of like, this is what the room looks like. This is how things are in there. And then you're going to note your big items. You can take pictures of drawers and cupboards and cabinets just so you know what's in there. You can write down every little item, or you can just write down the big items and have pictures of everything else. You can write down your purchase price, the value price, the name of the item, the brand, take pictures of any models or serial numbers. If you have the receipt, take a picture of that. And then you're going to store all of that in you can store it at your home, but you also want to store it non-locally. So you can either put pictures of it on like a Google Drive on the cloud, store a hard copy at a family member's house, whatever you're going to do. If you have a safe deposit box or whatever, you just want to have those things spread out in multiple places. And so that's the basics of how to do a home inventory. It does take time. Do it in small snippets. I'm using it right now to kind of create my capsule wardrobe. And so that's going to take a while, and hopefully I'll do a video eventually when I kind of get my wardrobe piece together. as I can afford it and get new pieces and stuff. I think it's really helping me with the downsizing process and analyzing what we have, and it's just been a really good thing for me. So I'm really enjoying doing it, even though it's very tedious and boring and not always fun. It's always good to kind of know the value of the things that you own. If you've ever done a home inventory, let me know in the comments what app or software or process that you use to make it. I would love to hear your experiences. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.